I have totally got my holiday music going already. And if you're thinking about maybe staying sober or sober-ish for the holidays, you should totally take advantage of my free Sober Vibes guide to surviving the holidays. You can get it at vibewithstephanie.com/holiday.
Hey, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to Glow Big podcast. I usually have at least an outline and a title for these podcasts before I get started, but this one just kind of came to me quick and I really want to talk about it. So I'm not sure if this will be a short podcast or a long one because I don't have an outline, but I want to talk about the holidays and the pain involved and the sadness that comes with the holidays and what that feeling is and what it can do to us and why we hang on to that, why we're so attracted. I don't think that's the exact word I'm looking for, but why we are so in tune to sadness around the holidays and what we can do to kind of combat that. I remember getting drunk and listening to Hard Candy Christmas by Dolly Parton. Raise your hand if you know that song. Look it up if you don't. It's so good. She's soul crushing anyway. I just love her. But that song, for some reason, is just devastating. And I would put it on repeat during the holidays. Or even if it just popped on and I didn't play it intentionally, it would instantly bring my energy down. My vibes would go down and I would get sad. And I know people, I have clients and my mother and Mima and probably you and probably everybody, a lot of women who can hear a song or think a thought, and instantly you can see their everything drops. And that happens so much more often when we're alcoholics, when we drink a lot during the holidays. So let's just talk about that. Let's kind of normalize it and talk about why maybe this happens. And if your family is driving you crazy and that's an excuse to drink, I hear that all the time. I just heard that from a student. She said, I'm thinking about having a glass of wine because my mom's here. Don't poison yourself because your mom's there. This thought occurred to me too. If you are poisoning yourself over and over and over again, is your dysfunctional family or the way your dad treats you or the way your sister always comments on your weight or just the stress of knowing you have to walk into the room with them, is that worth poisoning yourself and your inner child? No. So I didn't even know we were going to talk about inner child today, but let's go ahead and do that because I think that has got something to do with the holidays. We all have trauma. We all have a little bit of sadness. We all have something that's happened to us. And for some reason, that holiday music brings it out. But let's think about your inner child for a second, which I talk about this a lot on Vibe with Stephanie and in my course and the breakup with booze and all the things, because it's so important to talk to your inner child. She is the reason I'm sober. She and Jesus. You know what? I think your inner child might even be a little bit of Holy Spirit. Whoa, I never even thought about that. But Jesus gave me the will and the strength to finally get sober. But that inner child was just begging and pleading a lot for me to stop, drowning her in wine. She grew up watching her mother and her grandmother and all these drunk people around her all the time. She grew up watching that and then now is getting drowned again in her own wine. And it just kind of all really comes full circle. So you want to talk to your inner child and find out what it is that's so triggering about these family members. And you don't have to go. Did that even occur to you? You don't have to go. You can protect your energy. You can start protecting your energy. And I talk about that a lot. If it's not good, don't go. Why do we have to keep putting ourselves, our inner child, our inner peace through that? Just because it's a day, it's the holidays. Wouldn't you rather just celebrate that kind of peacefully and with clarity and feeling good? Or just this crazy dysfunctional insanity that happens at Christmas sometimes? Think about it. And who are you drinking over? Maybe you're sitting at home and it's the holidays and you're drinking. Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Are you feeling sorry for someone who died already? Are you missing someone? Because you can miss people. That's normal. You can miss people. But if they saw you drinking because of them, because you miss them, they would be devastated. And I believe they can kind of see us. I believe they are here. And I bet my grandmother was freaking devastated when she found out I was a smoker, a full-time smoker, and was drinking over her death. I'm sure she was looking down on me just like, in disbelief that I was hurting myself. She probably shed a tear over that. So think about that when you're mourning these people over the holidays. Can't there be something else we do? Can't we write them a note and say, I'm thinking of you this holiday. I miss you. I love you. Things are okay here. I'm okay. Maybe do that. Or I don't know. I don't want to say bake a cake because my mom did some craziness with her and my dad got a divorce when I was like 6 months old. And every year for until she died, 25 years, she baked him a cake for his birthday. That's too much. So take that. I was going to say maybe bake them a cake, but do not start that insanity. You don't need to do all that. I suggest journaling, write it down. Don't let go of a balloon. I was doing that for Mima for a while too. On her birthday, I would send a balloon up for her and my mom, but that's like really bad for the environment. So there's other ways, there's other ways to let go of stuff. Write a note, set it on fire and burn it, or just send a thought, get it off your chest, write it down. But we don't have to sit and listen to songs over and over again and be sad and drink, lowering your vibes, making them cry tears if they're looking down on us, and wrecking our lives over a day, over a holiday, over some past things that are just no longer. So let's celebrate ourselves and bring our peace back and say no to the invitations if it makes you feel like crap. Don't answer the phone if you know it's going to feel like crap. This is your life, not theirs. And really, if you think about it, it's not going to affect them that much. If you don't show up, they're going to go on without you. Who really cares? Protect your peace. It's time. Okay. It's time to let go of all that's been hurting us. Write it down, get it out, phone a friend, whatever it is, but protect your peace at all cost. Because I don't think anybody is worth poisoning ourselves, our little girl, our inner child. I don't believe anybody is worth that anymore. We're done beating ourselves up. And you don't even have to voice this to them. You don't have to tell them what you're doing. Your tummy hurts. You have COVID. Tell them you have COVID. They're not going to want you around anyway. And there's your excuse. Say, I got a fever and I can't come. Or you can say, I'm just protecting my peace this holiday season. Turn on some, cry if you want for a moment. If you need to cry over somebody, I'm not saying hold it all in, but let it go and move on and smile and start living for you, not the past and not Dolly Parton. All right. I love you. Hope that makes sense. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Have a great day. Bye.
Hey, friend, if you've been thinking about getting sober, but you don't want to go to AA, you don't want to tell all your friends, you totally should check out my Sober Up to Glow Up program. It's 30 days, it's self paced, but it's guided by me. So every single day you get to log on and you get a new video. And some of the things we talk about are moderation, triggers, cravings, what to expect. We do yoga, we do breathing techniques. You're going to get a journal and affirmations and a private support group. It's awesome. Check it out at vibewithstephanie.com/glowup.